A measles outbreak declared in other areas aside from Metro Manila and Central Luzon at a government hospital in Manila. The pediatric ward has reached its maximum capacity as measles patients pour in. Our Caroline Bonquin joins us live from the Health Department for the latest. Caroline, what are health officials doing to contain the virus?
Pia, the Health Department is now conducting an outbreak response immunization of children. So basically, it's an intensified measles vaccination campaign to convince the parents to give their children measles shots. Right now, reports of measles cases nationwide have been coming in, and in San Lazaro Hospital alone, 95% of affected patients are children below 5 years old. There are at least a dozen children staying in this hallway of San Lazaro Hospital's pediatric ward in Manila. All 3 hospital wards for children are filled beyond capacity, following a surge in the number of measles cases. Since January, over 1,500 have been confined in San Lazaro Hospital because of measles. 56 children aged 3 months to 4 years have died. With patients numbering more than double its available beds, hospital resources are being stretched to its limit.
Ang capacity namin, implementing capacity is only 150, tapos sa mga pasyente namin is more than 250 plus. Siyempre po, mahihirapan kami in terms of manpower. No? Kulang na ng doctors and nurses, baka maabusan kami ng gamot, and walang paglagyan.
As of January 26, a total of 1,813 measles cases, both children and adults from 17 regions have been reported at the Epidemiology Bureau. 26 have died. Aside from Metro Manila, measles outbreak has been declared in Calabarzon, Central Luzon, Western and Central Visayas. 5 other regions with high measles cases are being closely monitored. The Health Department said it wouldn't have reached this point if children had been given the measles vaccine. In the last 5 years, measles vaccination coverage has declined, leaving around 1.8 million children unvaccinated and vulnerable to the disease. Aside from paranoia brought on by alleged Dengvaxia deaths heard over media, some parents simply do not have the time or means to bring their children to health centers. Also, there are still people who do not have immediate access to measles shots.
Kasi po malayo yung center sa amin. Saka nung that time po nung pinanganak siya, lagi po siyang may sakit. Sa susunod na magkaroon ulit ako ng apong maliit, o di pababakunahan ko na siya.
Over in San Lazaro Hospital, there are those like Jeffrey's 2-month-old baby who got infected because they are too young to be vaccinated.
Bago bakunahan daw po pa 9 months daw po kasi nakalagay sa record.
Because of the outbreak, the DOH will now advise vaccination to babies as young as 6 months old from the suggested minimum age of 9 months. Local health workers are also doing house-to-house immunization.
We're explaining po kung ano yung mga komplikasyon. Nakita naman po natin na napakadaling ma-spread within the isang household.
Ito po ay napatunayan ng dekalidad, ligtas at epektibo. At ito po ay walang bayad, binabayaran po ng inyong gobyerno mula po sa buwis ng taong bayan. So, napakamahalaga po, wag po natin ilito ang issue ng Dengvaxia.
Aside from children, adults are also advised to get measles vaccine, especially when traveling to avoid spreading the virus. The DOH confirmed that a Filipino who came from the Philippines tested positive of measles upon arrival in Australia. The virus has around 10 days of incubation period, so symptoms wouldn't automatically show at the border screening. There's also a risk an adult parent could infect the child, such as what happened to Dina, who transferred the virus to her 2-month-old baby.
Last week, ako po yung nauna. Tapos, nung pagkagaling ko po, siya naman po. First day namin dito nung 4 AM, ganun ho agad na abutan ko. Sobrang, parang nakakawala ng pag-asa. Pero, still lumalaban po kami. Para po sa anak namin.
Just to further stress the importance of vaccination, the measles outbreak in Sarangani province last year had been contained after the Health Department did an intensified measles vaccination program. Pia?
Caroline Bonquin there reporting. Critics are blaming Public Attorney's Office Chief Persida Acosta for the measles outbreak. Acosta is prosecuting former health officials responsible for the distribution of the anti-dengue vaccine, Dengvaxia, which allegedly caused the death of a number of children. Acosta insists she cannot be blamed for the ongoing measles outbreak.
1 year pa lang kami halos nag-iimbestiga at nakapag-file ng mga cases. Bakit kami ang sisisihin dyan sa measles outbreak? Unfair po yan. Kaya sana po si Secretary Duque, bago siya mag-voice o manisi ng iba, tingnan muna niya ang pagkukulang sa kanilang kampanya sa mga subok na bakuna.
Malacanang not blaming PAL Chief Persida Acosta for the measles outbreak. Presidential spokesman Sal Panelo says Health Secretary Francisco Duque complained to President Duterte about how Acosta may have aggravated people's concerns over the Dengvaxia vaccine, prompting many to skip other vaccinations for their children. The discussion happened in last night's cabinet meeting.
The point of Secretary Duque, I think, is she has aggravated the situation by filing cases against him. Since he's the Department of Health chief, then it affects his credibility vis-a-vis the people.
Panelo says President Duterte simply laughed off Duque's concerns, but at the same time expressed confidence that the cases filed against Duque in relation to Dengvaxia will not prosper. But as far as Malacanang is concerned, Acosta has just been doing her job as a lawyer for parents whose children are believed to have died because of the Dengvaxia vaccine.
Sabi naman ni Presidente, baka type ka lang. Type ka lang ni Pao. Nagpatawa lang si Presidente.
Okay.
But sabi niya, don't worry about those cases. The Pao Chief, as a lawyer, is defending or pursuing a theory that favors the clients. In other words, he's pursuing an advocacy, an impassioned one. So I cannot blame her for that.
Panelo says President Duterte is saddened by the measles outbreak, especially since children are the ones affected. He says Mr. Duterte ordered the health secretary to resolve the problem soon through a vigorous campaign to promote the complete immunization of children. The Public Attorney's Office Chief, Persida Acosta, also drawing a lot of flack online. This netizen says, quote, "Nakakainis si Acosta, kasalanan niya yung measles outbreak na yan, puro politika," unquote. Another Twitter user makes it clear it's not the entire Public Attorney's Office that's at fault, just Acosta. Mikey Alvaro, making a play on words, he says PAO should be blamed for the measles outbreak, but he says PAO stands for Persida Acosta only. And finally, this netizen says the problem was never Acosta, saying children should not be vaccinated against measles. Instead, it was Acosta attacking the health department and, quote, villainizing healthcare. With a voter turnout of 68.8%, Lanao del Norte refused to allow its 6 municipalities to join the new Bangsamoro Autonomous Region. Here's George Cahilas with that story.
Lanao del Norte has spoken. No reassignment of towns here. While residents of Baloi, Munay, Nunungan, Pantar, Tagoloan, and Tangkal affirm their intention to be part of the new Bangsamoro Autonomous Region with an overwhelming yes vote, the no vote resonate in the rest of the province.
The BUL is still ratified, so it's just that the 6 municipalities are not, as for now, is not included in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region.
Ang panawagan ko lang sana naman sa kay Commander Bravo na sana irespeto din niya kung ano yung desisyon na nangyari ngayong plebisito dito sa Lanao del Norte.
But the United Bangsamoro Justice Party, or UBJP, the political party of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, is not pleased with the outcome and alleges rigging of plebiscite results in some areas of the province. UBJP Deputy Secretary General Nagib C. Marimbo says gates of some polling centers in Sultan Naga di Mamporo, as shown in this video, were locked during the plebiscite, barring voters to cast their ballots.
Paano magkaroon ng mga botante kung pinadlock yung gate? Sinong bumoto doon sa loob? So yun yung dapat na tingnan natin seriously.
Sinarimbo says they will exhaust all legal remedies to stop the inclusion of votes from areas where supposed cheating took place.
itatry natin na i-object yung inclusion ng mga plebiscite returns na galing doon sa mga presinto na alam naman natin na rigged.
Kung may mga allegations naman silang ganyan, they have to you have to prove the allegations.
In North Cotabato, yes wins in a double majority in the towns of Carmen and Pigcawayan. However, 2 out of 4 barangays in Alyosan lose their chance to join BARM, while the lone barangay that expressed intent to be part of BARM in Tulunan Town fails to achieve a double majority as the mother municipality did not allow their exit.
Nagpapasalamat tayo na nirespeto ng ating mga kapatid na mga Kristiyano yung kagustuhan ng mga Bangsamoro na mapabilang sa BA-RMM.
The poll body took some time in canvassing votes in Cabacan, Midsayap and Pikit, some town with several participating barangays. Although the voter turnout only reached about 56% in North Cotabato, authorities say what's important is that everyone is safe and the conduct of the plebiscite was generally peaceful. From Lanao del Norte, George Cahiles, CNN Philippines.